Russian main effort, Eastern Ukraine, November 27, 2024. Russian subordinate main effort number 1. Kharkiv Oblast. The Russian objective. Push Ukrainian forces back from the international border with Belgorod Oblast and approach to within tube artillery range of Kharkiv city. Russian forces continued assaults northeast of Kharkiv city near Vovchansk and Taike, east of Vovchansk, on November 26th and 27th, but did not make any confirmed advances. Russian mill bloggers claimed on November 27th that Russian forces advanced across the international border north of Kharkiv city near Hraniv, Kozacha Lopan, and Prudyanka towards Slatin, just west of the Russian salient in northern Kharkiv Oblast, and that Ukrainian forces counterattacked north of Kharkiv city near Lipsy and Hlybok. ISW has not observed visual confirmation of these claims, however. A Ukrainian brigade's planning department head reported on November 27th that Ukrainian forces recently recaptured positions near Lipsy and are attempting to consolidate these positions to advance further in the area, despite worsening weather conditions interfering with drone and infantry operations in Kharkiv Oblast. Elements of the Russian Udaya drone group are reportedly operating in the Kharkiv direction. Russian subordinate main effort number 2, Luhansk Oblast. The Russian objective. Capture the remainder of Luhansk Oblast and push westward into eastern Kharkiv Oblast and northern Donetsk Oblast. Russian forces continued offensive operations along the Kupiansk-Svatove-Kremina line on November 27. Russian mill bloggers claimed that Russian forces marginally advanced near Dvorichna, north of Kupiansk, on November 27, and that fighting continues on the outskirts of the settlement. Russian sources also claimed that Russian forces continue efforts to advance across the Oskil River, near Novomlinsk, north of Kupiansk, and are attacking southeast of Kupiansk, near Kolesnikivka and Krylyakivka. One mill blogger claimed that Russian forces have seized the eastern portion of Kupiansk itself, although ISW has only observed evidence of Russian gains along a narrow salient in eastern Kupiansk. A Ukrainian brigade spokesperson operating in the Kupiansk direction reported on November 27 that Russian forces' operational objective in this direction is to cross the Oskil River, but that Ukrainian counterstrikes are inhibiting Russian mechanized assaults in this direction and forcing Russian troops to rely on infantry. Russian mill bloggers claim that Ukrainian forces are counterattacking recently seized Russian positions near Kopanki, west of Svatove. Geolocated footage published on November 26 shows that Russian forces conducted an unsuccessful platoon-sized mechanized assault east of Torsky, west of Kremina, and that Russian forces did not advance during the assault. The chief of staff of a Ukrainian brigade operating in the Lyman, west of Kremina, direction reported that the Russian forces operating in this direction are unfamiliar with the terrain and are arriving to the front line directly from training. The Ukrainian General Staff reported on November 26 and 27 that Russian forces continued offensive operations northeast of Kupiansk, near Sinkivka, southeast of Kupiansk, near Kolesnikivka, Zarizove, and Krylyakivka, south of Kupiansk near Senkova, west of Svatove near Zeleny High, southwest of Svatove near Andriivka, Perekivka, Novoya Horivka, Drushkivka, Makiivka, Cherneshchina, west of Kremina near Torsky, south of Kremina near Hryarivka, and southwest of Kremina near the Serebryanska forest area. Assault troops and reconnaissance elements of the Russian 144th Motorized Rifle Division 20th Combined Arms Army, Moscow Military District, are reportedly operating north and east of Terny, northwest of Kremina. Russian subordinate main effort number 3, Donetsk Oblast. The Russian objective, capture the entirety of Donetsk Oblast, the claimed territory of Russia's proxies in Donbas. Russian forces continued offensive operations northeast of Seversk near Hryhorivka on November 26 and 27, but did not make any confirmed advances. Russian forces continued offensive operations in the Chasiv Yar direction on November 27, but did not make any confirmed advances. A Russian mill blogger claimed on November 27 that Russian forces advanced into a forested area northwest of Kurdumivka, south of Chasiv Yar. ISW has not observed confirmation of this claim, however. Russian forces continued offensive operations within Chasiv Yar and south of Chasiv Yar near Bila Hora, Stupachki, Pretekini, and Dilyivka. Ukrainian Portitsia Group of Forces spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Nazar Voloshin stated that Russian forces have mined and fortified Bakhmut and that elements of the Russian 98th Airborne VDV Division and Russian 3rd Army Corps are using the settlement as a logistics hub for ammunition, equipment, and fuel depots. Elements of the Russian 98th VDV Division and drone operators of the Russian Okhotnik, Hunter, Spetsnaz Detachment, 51st Combined Arms Army, formerly 1st Donetsk People's Republic AC, are operating near Chasiv Yar. Elements of the Russian 78th Sever Akhmat Motorized Rifle Regiment, 42nd Motorized Rifle Division, 58th Combined Arms Army, Southern Military District, are reportedly operating in Ivanivsky.